Welcome to Inside Grain Farmers of Ontario. This has been a busy week for us, and we're currently on site at Canada's Outdoor Farm Show, and we're going to start off with a CEO update from Barry Senth on our annual general meeting. We are here with CEO Barry Senth, and our annual general meeting was this morning. Can you tell us a bit more about what we were updating our farmer members on?
Well, there's a lot of issues that the organization and through their farmer members are involved in, whether it's from a provincial perspective, that the future of RMP, phosphorus issues, no shortage of issues, carbon tax. From a federal perspective, the big issue these days is the proposed tax reform that was announced back in July, and it's now being more known about some of the implications of that. So that was a topic of discussion. So really no shortages of issues.
Great, and I know you mentioned some issues. What other updates were we giving the delegates and chats we were having?
Well, one of the big issues is business risk management, and GFO is part of a larger coalition, the Ag Growth Coalition, which is a representation of farm groups right across Canada. It involves all commodities, and we've persuaded the federal government to stand back, take a year to look at current suite of programs. And we updated the delegates and the members present about where we are in that process. So a very important process and discussion for our farmer members.
Great. And what are we looking ahead to this fall as an organization?
Well, one of the things I just mentioned is this whole issue of the tax reform and how and what implications there are for our farmer members. The government, the federal government, seems determined that they're going to move forward with these issues. We want to make sure that we're putting forward our concerns and the implications it's going to have on our farmer members. So that's going to be a big issue. The issue of business risk management going forward and starting to put into place the process to review the current suite of programs. We have our own initiative going on within the organization, Ag Risk, and what we would like from a farm support program. That said, from a farmer member perspective, the getting soys and corn harvested is important. We've got a late crop coming in most part. We had late seeding, a cool summer. Too much rain in some areas, and maybe not enough in others. But in general, we have a late soybean and corn crop coming in. So that's going to be, I think, utmost in a lot of farmer members' minds is getting at that and getting it into the bin.
On site at Canada's Outdoor Farm Show, we have many staff and directors in attendance that are answering questions and hearing from our farmer members. If you'd like to hear more about what we're doing as an organization, you can find our annual report online or call the office and request a hard copy. Don't miss next week for another episode of Inside Grain Farmers of Ontario.